Hello, everybody. This is episode 5 of the podcast, and I have on Bridget Baker and Dylan Pouliot. How are you guys? What's going on?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah?
Not much is
Over
going
here.
on.
Yeah. Long time no see, Dylan.
Absolutely. It's been 4 years.
It's been 4 years. I
It's
guess
so crazy.
I know.
Probably sound mad different to everybody listening right now.
Yeah, you do sound different. I know I probably don't sound different, and Bridget and all that.
No, I recognize you guys right off your voices pretty much instantly.
That's so
That's-
funny.
That's funny.
I
guess.
keep driving by people's houses and seeing their sign. I'm like, oh yeah, that's where
Yeah, I
they're
remember that. I remember that kid. Yeah, everyone's putting up their signs.
Yeah, Johnny drove over my sign actually.
I
The
did
other
by
day.
accident. I did. That was by accident.
I was like,
I-
who is out to get me? Like, who did I offend so badly?
Well, I
that they
backed.
ran over
No,
my
I backed.
graduation
No,
sign?
because I was at your house and then I backed out, and then I guess I bumped the sign and didn't notice. So I apologize
Hey, it's okay. We'd
about
fix
that.
it.
Yeah, I got my
Reckless
Amesbury sign hiding in plain sight.
Amesbury High School. What was that like?
Yeah,
Oh,
I guess
goodness.
tell us about that.
Amesbury High School is pretty much just like one huge square. It's like pretty simple, but it's just mad like boring.
Like jail.
It is like jail because there's literally a courtyard in the center of the school.
Oh, what?
And it's like there's like spots that are like barred off, and like there's a like weird like outhouse.
Really?
But flapper.
Yeah, we used to just go out there and like yell and scream bloody murder and shit, just to piss people off.
Yeah, because like I assume like all the classrooms were right there.
Yeah, all the
It's like,
classrooms like their windows were open, and we'd go out and we'd be eating lunch or something, and like they'd be
Yeah.
having class.
Whoa, that's weird, man.
We have a
Huh.
courtyard. Whoa.
Well, yeah, we have like.
Well,
It's
yeah,
like-
I remember the layout of the school.
Yeah,
It's pretty much the same.
Yeah, that sounds. Well, so overall was it a good experience at Amesbury, or what do you think?
Yeah, it was fun. It was just like
Yeah.
when you couldn't find anything to do, it was like painstakingly boring.
Yeah, I bet.
Just because, like, I mean, like, it's hype because you're in a spot where you can go both directions on the highway. So, like, if you're trying to get somewhere, like, go do something, you can, but not in town.
Yeah, right. Is it so? It's on the highway. Is that what you said, or like kind of off it?
Pretty much, you can get like where it's located, like Macy Street, which is like the big old street where like all the plazas are in town.
Johnny,
and, like,
Cinemagic.
Oh,
Well,
over there.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's the same street. It's in the same direction, but like right before
Yeah,
that's the exit to get onto the highway, and then there's the exit on the other direction. Like you can get onto both like 95 and 495 pretty easy.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know where that is now. I'm not good at like thinking of places, but Cinemagic I know, so that's cool.
Of course.
Of course.
Cinemagic.
Cinemagic.
I love that place.
Yeah. Dude.
Yeah, so like you guys are doing graduation soon, right?
Like
Yeah, so we have it
Saturday.
on Saturday. Yep.
I have mine on July 19th.
Hey.
Wow.
It's
That's
out-
late, but I wish we
Yeah.
had it later. That's good. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean we're doing it at the stadium still, and like it's kind of the same, but like it sounds kind of weird. Like I read the email that they sent me, and they're like, you have to follow like our hand signals to like move in and out of the arena, and I'm like, what's going on?
You have to learn sign language as part of graduation.
Yeah, I'll learn ASL.
Perfect.
My mom probably knows the ASL.
Yeah, probably.
So is yours in person, like not in cars?
Yeah, ours is in person, but like only your immediate family can come.
Yeah.
So like my parents and my older brother, but I mean.
Yeah, right. That's good. Yeah, ours is so it's at the Cranes parking lot, right? Yeah. And we go up in I guess we go up in groups or something like that, and
No.
Yeah. No?
Hold on, someone's trying to come to my room. I'm
Oh.
doing a podcast. Whoever's trying to come into my room. What? Okay, what's up? I was trying to ask. Don't worry about it. Well, it doesn't matter. Okay.
You good?
Uh,
Yes.
my most sincere apologies, Jonathan. I
That's
don't know
okay.
what's gotten into her.
That's fine. It's fine. Well, where were we? Fucking.
See,
Oh
you
yeah,
ruined it.
graduation. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know why ours isn't later, but we have it in the Cranes parking lot. We go up by groups, and it's like like the dusty, not obviously not paved parking lot. So we're gonna have to like
Yeah.
walk in that. So I don't know, kind of miserable, but I think there were better spots to do it. But that's just my opinion. So I don't know. But yeah, that's
Like,
good. Yours is way better, or
I
sounds
mean,
better.
yeah. So like we were supposed to graduate like this past Friday. So I mean, what they did was they took us in like groups of like 10 to 15 and put us in a bunch of buses and paraded us around the town. That was actually kind of fun.
Oh, you did have a
pretty
parade. Yeah,
cool.
that's cool. Yeah, I know some schools are doing that. Having like parades for the. That's cool.
It was
That's
way too
insane.
hot though. Like wearing
Yeah.
the mask, you get the mask on and like the
Yeah.
huge gown.
Oh,
And,
were
oh
you in
my
like a
god, I'm
trolley?
sweating. Wait, what'd you say?
Usually does trolley stuff all the time. Was it in a
No, they
trolley?
were all like school buses.
Oh,
Mm,
school buses. Word.
mm. Yeah, dude, the mask and like the heat is not good. Like it
In
and
a
it's
school bus, no less.
it's gross, dude.
Yeah, even with all the windows down in the bus. I mean,
Yeah, miserable. I bet. Yeah, I have work and then I have to be outside, and when it's like super hot out and it's miserable with the mask on because I can't take it off, obviously. So
like with me, like my work, I'm always outside all the time because I work at the deck, which is right at the bottom of the bridge that connects Salisbury to Newburyport, and it's so
okay.
hot all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
I know that
And
place.
I'm wearing a black shirt too.
Oh,
I'm sitting out there with like I keep a towel on me to like wipe tables and whatever. I got a towel on my neck. I'll wet it, put it in the freezer, put it on my neck, and I'll have
oh
the
yeah, dude. Yeah, dude, this mask stuff is crazy. Well, the whole situation is crazy, but
nobody
I'm
was
breaking
wearing
out.
masks though. That's the thing is like we just have like a third of our original capacity in the restaurant.
yeah. Oh, so I assume it's just outdoor seating, right?
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's why it's kind of more flexible.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's good
I'm
though.
sick of these masks. I
Me
mean, of
too.
course they're there for a reason, but
Yeah.
my skin is breaking out, and
Yes.
also they get so hot, and people also can't really tell what I say sometimes. You know, like what, and I can't hear people ever.
Right. Most of the conversations, like I feel
So
like they
awkward.
can't hear you, so they're awkward conversations in general. But so I'll be like saying something, and then they'll either not hear me and like ignore me, I guess, and then or either say what, and then it goes back and forth. It's pretty stupid, but I don't know. I guess we're just gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'll have a conversation with somebody, like I'll go to like take all the stuff off their table and like I'll just be like, "Hey, can I take this?" And then it takes 5 minutes because they can't hear what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Because I have to do like my job. I do like I put the delivery orders or the pickup orders in their car. So sometimes they'll talk to me, and then they're in their car, so like it's even worse. So yeah, it's just a whole thing.
Put it in people's cars too, and I always feel
Yeah.
so awkward slamming the trunk because I like
I know.
slam it shut. Ooh.
Sometimes I slam the trunks in there, the automatic ones, so they jump back, and
Yeah.
I
And
feel
you're
bad.
like,
I'm
I
like, oh,
got
I'm
it.
sorry, and yeah, that has happened many times. I have to like ask from now. I've been asking. I'm
Yeah,
like,
me
is your
too.
but I also feel bad because it's kind of like, oh, is your car nice or is it whatever?
Do you have that
Uh,
feature, or are you poor?
yeah, that's what it feels like basically, and I feel like it whatever. But
No, most cars don't even have that feature. It's just like
no,
the
I know,
one
but
you can't
a lot of
do.
the ones that I've had to do, I guess, have had that, so it's been an issue. But whatever.
Yeah.
So
I mean, yeah, like I'm not delivering, but I mean, I'm still dealing with like
yeah,
I'm dealing with the ritzy, prim and proper like white people.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, this dude, I can remember this dude is like wearing all like wicked nice luxury clothing. He's got a Bud Light. He's got like luxury clothing on. I mean, like all sorts of like polo, like like all sorts of shit like that. He spills this huge like limited offer beer all over the table and all over me.
Oh, for you?
And so I go to wipe it and I like clean it and whatever, and then I like replace my rag. I come out, the dude like flags me down. He's like, "Hey kid, take this," and like he's hammered at this point. He's like, "Take this," hands me like a 50. I'm like,
Oh, let's
give me
go.
that.
That's funny. He gave you a 50 for that. That's pretty
mean,
good though, right?
Yeah, just because he was like hammered. I mean, his wife
Yeah.
was looking at him like, "What you doing?"
His wife is. That's pretty good.
His
50
wife
bucks?
asked me like my name.
Oh.
I'm like, that
Uh-oh.
could go one of two ways. Either
it's one of those
puts in a
permanent
good word or it
problems.
shits on me somehow. And like, I don't know. I cleaned up the beer off the table and took the 50 and ran with it.
That is a large sum of money for someone. Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's still. Yeah, so I bet it's all like polo dressing people.
I mean, like kind of, but then you have like regular like you have regular middle class people, but often it's
Yeah.
like a bunch of regulars that like they know my boss and like have known him since he was a kid because like he's a younger guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Yeah, the
from
people
Missouri,
who know
actually.
the boss.
Yeah, like I knew the boss though too. Like he was friends with like my uncles. Like they grew up together in Amesbury. So I mean, like
Oh, cool.
very
Cool.
helpful, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how's everybody in Ipswich? I haven't seen a lot of people.
I know. Well, it's
Great.
been
Amazing.
well, I guess if we can, Bridget, how would you
Let's
sum
speak
up
on
high
behalf
school?
of
I guess.
everybody.
Yeah, we'll speak on
Um,
behalf of everybody, but
it was a roller coaster.
it was.
Somehow, some way, Johnny and I pushed through.
Somehow we made it, I guess.
And we're graduating on Saturday, and that's something that's pretty
Yeah.
crazy. But I feel like everyone's chilling. I guess a lot of people have like obviously changed, but that's just
For sure.
that's just how it goes, Like
Yeah, I mean, like I've seen like pictures of people and like I've talked to some of them, but like not verbally.
Yeah. Right.
Dylan, what was the worst teacher experience you had at Amesbury High School? Who's just like the worst teacher?
Teacher experience. Oh my
Hmm.
goodness. I agree, but the worst teacher experience without name dropping the person, preferably.
Oh,
I
you can
can
name
think
drop
of
them.
it.
This is fun. I mean,
Yeah, I doubt your Amesbury teacher's listening to this, but go ahead.
Who knows, dude?
I guess, yeah.
some crazy teachers there.
I mean, the worst experience I ever had was, I think that this was either last year or the end of sophomore year, and in the school, I mean, like I said, it's a big square and there's 2 floors. So I'm up on the second, like I'm going up to the second floor to go to the history wing, and no, this was last year. Now I remember it was last year, like it was like March or April. I'm literally walking. I'm walking up the stairs, and you know, like when somebody like pulls on your backpack, just to, like mess with you, and like
Yeah.
pull you back to like just kind of shit on you.
Yeah.
Johnny does know that.
Yeah, like so I
I've
feel
done
that. I feel that, and I'm like, wait, what's going on? And I turn around, and it's literally like this like young, like wicked scrawny freshman kid, and he's got his arm like halfway into my backpack,
what?
and I'm like, yo, yeah, I'm like, yo. I turn around, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, and he's like, he literally looks at me like I'm like Jesus being resurrected. Like he looks up at me and says nothing. His eyes are wide open. He's like, "Oh no, I'm sorry, man." I'm like, "Dude, what are you doing? Like, what are you trying to grab out of my bag?" And like as I say that, like this teacher like comes around the corner and like apparently from her view, it looks like I was trying to bully the kid or something or like try to
Right.
beat him up. So because she only saw that, she's like, "Come with me." And I'm like, no, dude, come on.
That sucks.
Oh my god.
Send me to the office. I'm sitting there with the principal, and she's like, Pouliot, come sit with me. I sit at the desk. Her little like McAndrews, nice golden plaque right there, Miss McAndrews, and she's like, Miss
Name
Pouliot.
drop.
She's like, Mr. Pouliot, what are you doing? Bullying kids. You're too smart for this. I'm like, I did not bully anyone. This kid reached in my bag and was trying to steal from me. She's
No
like,
way.
what evidence do you have? I'm like, you can pull him in here right now. And she pulls him in here, and the kid literally, like, after like 5 minutes, tries to tell some like BS story about like I stole something from him, and I'm like, I don't even know you. Like, what's your name? Like, I had no idea what his name was. Like, she asked for me like tell her his name, and I was like, I have no clue, ma'am. Like, I have no idea.
Whoa.
So
So
they,
wait, so was the kid trying to like mess with you, or did he actually like try to steal something?
well, like, dude, I like let's be honest. I have my fucking dab pen in my bag. And like the kid was trying, like the kid, like
And he saw it?
apparently no, because apparently some kid that I had let like using one time, like
Oh.
he told him that I had it, and he told him who I was and what I looked like. So the kid thought it was gonna be like an easy snatch and grab and like turn around, until I turned around and was like, "What are you on?"
Oh my god, dude.
That kid ended up like the kid, like I thankfully didn't even have to show her that was in my backpack. That was why I was tripping the whole time. I thought they were gonna go through my backpack.
Yeah.
They didn't.
Oh.
They took the kid, they like put him in like and they gave him like 3 detentions and like let me go on my way.
Oh,
like,
good.
I was like,
Oh, happy ending.
Oh, sweet. Happy ending. Okay. Good.
no,
I
it
thought
was
you were
good.
gonna
It was a pain. It was a pain that like that was literally.
Yeah, that's a hassle.
Well, like there was something that similar that did happen. Was a kid actually stole someone else's like Nick vape or whatever the fuck, and put it in my backpack without me knowing.
What the fuck?
And told the kid that it was in there, and then the kid came and tried to confront me. I was like, bro, here you go. Like, here's the thing. I was like, you're not going to fight me right now. And he's like, oh, really? I'm like, you are not going to fight me right now. He's like, oh, okay, whatever.
Was this kid like a younger kid, or is it like
The kid that planted it in my bag was in our grade, and like he was like he's really he's like the nerdiest kid. He's not the kid that you would expect to be like taking someone's vape or whatever.
Right.
And it's just I was like, dude, you of all people?
Oh.
I'm in chemistry class, dude. I'm trying to study. We got a quiz on Thursday. What are you doing?
Wow.
And like so this kid, and like this ginger kid whose vapor apparently was like comes up to me trying to like give me the John Travolta and Grease treatment, like saunters up to me. I'm like, what are you doing? Like I'm literally like I went to the bathroom, bro. I have class right now. Like, can we not do this?
Wow.
And then I was just like, well, he almost like I felt I was like, dude, if you're gonna swing at me, you swing first, because like I can't.
Did you get in a fight ever at Amesbury High?
No, I mean we did. My brother had some issues that were like in and out of school, but like those never involved me. But like I definitely like I was close to fighting somebody.
Yeah. Huh.
That I can't even talk about that. I'm gonna get heated.
That shit does not happen. Will never happen. That Ipswich, like you'd never hear of like.
No, there
I
would.
don't know. Like I only saw like few like just like little fights, like nothing big. But I
Yeah,
know
nothing like.
Amesbury's like they got real throwdown.
Yeah, really though, it's usually calm. I mean, like this year was alright with me because I mean, who was gonna look at this kid like he's 6'2", 240, like I feel like picking on this kid.
Yeah. Right.
You know, like nah, like that's just not realistic in any form.
Yeah. Huh.
Not even like that's not even a flex. I'm just like, come on now, like please don't.
No, I get it. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, did you hear that? So we had kind of like a little, like vape or whatever the fuck, like kind of
Or-
revolution. Yeah, the bathroom doors are taken off.
Oh
and,
my god.
Yeah, I heard that.
That was
Yeah.
the worst thing.
Someone
That
who
was
shall not be
honestly the
named
worst.
told me that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and then kids are getting like detentions and like left and right and all this shit. It was for a while. It happened for a while too. It was weird.
But never I'm not gonna cap. Like I tried it like maybe 2 times, and I was like, I hate this. It lasts for 2 seconds.
Dude, I know. Yeah,
Like
that whole.
I'm not a wimp. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do the actual shit.
Yeah.
The fucking bathroom door thing though was really, really problematic, especially people
Yeah.
that were
So
like
are they? Wait, they're
about
still
18,
off,
because you
right?
can hear, yeah, they're still off.
Wow.
You can hear
They're still off.
across,
Oh.
because the way that the bathrooms are set up is the boys' bathroom is directly across from the girls' bathroom.
Yeah.
If the hallway's quiet enough, you can hear the piss streams. Of
Yeah,
the
I can
person
walk by. I can
walking.
walk in the hallway and hear someone fucking like shitting or like peeing or
Yeah.
whatever.
You should.
It's yeah.
It's like a jail.
And I have like, I'm gonna be honest, I have like whatever. I'll admit I have like stage fright. So it's like extra weird without the door.
Yeah, like just
Exactly.
sitting there, like
Yeah.
the pressure's on you now.
Right. Yeah.
Everyone's listening.
Oh, that reminds me though.
God, that was miserable. Yeah.
Yeah, that reminds me of like this thing that happened last year. This kid that is now a junior and was a sophomore. He had every bathroom except for the 2 gender-neutral bathrooms in the entire school shut down because he broke every sink, like every faucet.
What the fuck? Doing
He literally
what?
took
Wow.
them and flipped them like upside down and like unscrewed them and broke them. Just like, and I was like, bro, did you?
That's-
I was like, what did they put in your fucking breakfast? Like,
Literally.
what do your parents feed you?
For real, yeah.
Yo,
Oh
They
my
must,
god.
they must just let this kid like ingest bath salts before he walks in. He walks in like he's ready to
like,
jump through somebody's windshield.
at Ipswich, a lot of kids, like I would hear about this happening like at least once a year, where like in the boys' bathroom, someone would just like shit on the floor or shit like
Yeah.
in the
Yeah, we'd have
urinal,
people would shit on
or
the
in the
floor like
sink.
in front of the urinals. I don't know who, but
and that's just like
whatever.
that's the gag of the day, you know. Like
No, that just reminds me of like back in like Winthrop when I was a first grader and like I saw this one 5th grade kid like come out and he was just like he had the most suspicious look on his face. And I walk in, I was like, dude, I just gotta take a pee. And there's one urinal open, and I look in the urinal, and there's literally like a dinosaur egg shit. And I was like, you bitch, dog. Like, come on. I'm 6, 7 years old. Just need to pee. I'm like, I can't pee. Bitch.
Wow. Yeah, I can't say we've had like have we had like anything like really bad like that? Like
well, when we were
kids
in 7th
destroying the
grade,
school?
someone
I'm trying-
climbed up onto the top of the big main hallway where like the gyms are. Spray painted like racist shit, but like racist and like homophobic shit, like on the skylights.
Yeah.
That was like
right.
was
When
really
was
cool.
that? When was that?
7th grade. It was 7th grade because we were doing MCAT. I remember because I came in early that morning, cause every morning, and like.
Yeah. Hey Bridget, the birds are kind of like I don't know.
Okay, I'll deal with them.
It's fine. I'm just saying. No
I'll
worries.
put down my birds for you.
Oh, that reminds me of a story though. Speaking
Okay.
of like, oh my god, yeah. So this reminds me of freshman year. We're in the lunchroom, and I'm literally just sitting there, and there's this random kid like sitting across from me that like I was new that year, so I mean like most people either they knew me from when we were kids or they had no idea.
Right.
And there's this one kid. I think he was just like testing the waters with me. He just kept chirping at me and like trying to like get under my skin. And then like we're sitting there and like this kid has like this Granny Smith apple in front of him. And he's like, dead ass, I bet you won't chuck this at me. I'm like, huh? I'm like, wait, say that again? He's like, I bet you won't chuck this at me. I'm like, oh, you think so? So I wait and I pick it up and I throw it at this kid's head directly in the forehead. And it splatters everywhere. The room goes silent. And the assistant principal's like, "Hey, Pouliot, pick it up." And I'm like, well, that got his attention. And that kid never spoke to me throughout high school ever again.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and
Good.
and they put it. You know what's funny is like we got yearbooks,
Yeah.
and I opened the yearbook, and it says, "Remember when this kid had an apple thrown at his head?" And they didn't even name drop. Y'all are soft.
Bro. So they didn't want to fucking like glorify you throwing an apple at someone.
Yeah.
Even though they put it like everybody else's name and every other stupid thing, and they were like, "Remember when this kid like ripped the wires out of the ceiling?"
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh no,
definitely.
no! I gotta explain that one. So like, there was a story about this one kid, and they were at an away basketball game at like Triton or something.
Yep.
And these kids that I knew, like this one kid, he just climbs up, and like, there's electrical wiring obviously between each like rectangular light that hangs from the ceiling, like in schools, like in the classrooms. This kid takes a handful of these wires and just rips them for shits and giggles, dude. Like a
Jeez.
couple $1,000 in damage.
Jesus.
Oh.
I'm like, yeah, we don't do it to just our school. We do it to every other one too.
Nobody's
Apparently.
Wow.
We had a kid download a whole bunch of like viruses onto his
Oh
computer.
yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that just reminds me of like we have like one Mac computer lab upstairs, but then the one downstairs is in the library. Like there's just like numbered computers all in a row.
Yep.
And there's this one like number 30, and it's like perfectly visible through the glass windows when you open the door when you lead up to like walk into the library. And I think, yeah, this is freshman year, like the first week, and my brother's a senior, so him and I just walk in to like and go do some work, and he like sees this kid he knows at this computer, and he's like, "Wait, is that like so and so?" And like, we're like, "Wait, like what is he watching?" Because all we see is the trim of like the website, and we just see black and orange, and we're like, all right. So we know what he'd be watching. He's watching straight up like hardcore ass like porn on this computer
Oh
on
my
some like
god.
David Dobrik scripted vlog type. And we're just sitting. I'm like, what is going on? And you can hear it through the door.
No.
Yo,
And there's
it was on
nobody at the
speaker.
desk. There's nobody at the desk. There's no teachers. And then this teacher walks in finally. And this kid literally, like, I've never seen somebody jolt up so fast and, like, close out of a screen so fast. I'm like, this kid has lightning stealth. This is
Jesus.
Barry Allen.
Barry Allen, the Flash. Dude, that's crazy.
And I'm like, oh my goodness, man. Like, ugh.
Oh my god.
First year, welcome to AHS, my friend.
Yeah, so that must have been kind of weird. What was like the switch like from Ipswich? Because like,
I mean, see, like,
was
so
it
my
weird?
brother and all of my childhood, like, friends that I had been around forever were all seniors that year.
Okay.
So I had that benefit of, like, that familiarity, and, like, everybody, like, knew me because, like, I had been in the town. Like, I'm from there. Like, those are all my friends from sports. But, I mean, the kids that were in my grade, like, that was my challenge. Like, I had to become friends with them. Some of them.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like, it was smoother because of that. Like, it was much nicer.
Right. Yeah. No, it's definitely good when you know people and you can kind of work your way from there. That's good. Sweet. Well, I know that you and Bridget are going to the same college.
Yeah.
Right?
UMass Lowell.
UMass Lowell, baby.
Business
middle
administration and management.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
Bridget.
in the same, similar things.
Oh, you're in the same
Yeah.
major?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I didn't
Wait,
know
are
that.
we? What's your major?
Mine is business administration for now, but I'm contemplating changing it.
So what?
I'm not sure. I mean, I might look into like some engineering fields.
Cool.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like one, I mean, if you really feel the need to have a stable income, that's probably your best bet. And two, I mean, like I think I could challenge myself definitely.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I remember you being good at math.
My
That
only
was so
problem is
high
like,
tech.
yeah, like my only problem is like with people. Like sometimes I'm just like a huge like wise ass.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
working with people like in one like area, like me being a wise ass. Like some people take that the wrong way,
Hmm.
and then you're just like, oh man, I didn't mean it like that. Like come on, like let's come have a talk.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, dude,
The food apparently at UMass is not
is
good.
booty. I've been
Booty
there
food.
I've been there to visit my older brother who goes there, and like some of my dude, do not eat it if you can, like to save your life.
I'm saving money now so that I don't have to really eat it as much.
Oh, is
Yeah,
it bad food?
I mean,
Yeah,
I've
it's
just
not
seen it,
good.
and I'm like, dude, this does not look like edible anything. Like
Oh, Jesus.
this is like the stereotype in a cartoon.
Yeah.
Like
I
the
mean, yeah, like
cafeteria lunch, yeah.
yeah, I mean, like Lowell itself is like, if you stay like on campus, like you're all right. I mean, I don't know about like the city or like any of the other like little neighborhoods and little suburbs, because I know that there's a couple of like suburbs in there, like Centralville and like Pawtucketville
Yeah.
and whatever. But if you stay on campus, you're fine. Like, there's not a lot of like, it's not as dangerous as people say, is what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's like
Yeah.
campus police and stuff.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good.
Catch me skating around campus.
Yeah.
Being around.
Bridget, I don't know, you should do something with that, I'm telling you. If you did like the
Derby.
fuck yes. I'm telling you, you should do that.
Oh,
Everyone says so.
Wow. This is so nice.
You should.
yeah.
You're being so kind.
Yeah.
Are
I
you
don't know.
living on campus though?
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm living like with my dad. I just was like, I might as well save some cash.
Yeah,
That's a
right.
good idea.
Like, I'm not dishing out 15K a year, dude.
Hmm. Is that
My,
close?
Aw.
Does your dad live close?
I mean, so my dad lives like 35 minutes away, which is not that bad. I
Yeah.
can, from where he lives, I can hop on 93 and go right to.
That's a good deal there.
Like, I'll take
Wow.
that. I mean, right now I'm just saving up to buy like my own car, and then like once I have that, get a job that isn't just in the summer, because the deck is only open like for the season.
Oh, okay. It's just during the summer.
Yeah, so I mean, like I gotta secure myself another job and pay the insurance plus the monthly payments until I'm done paying that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good old lovely business talk.
Good old life. Yep. Adult thing, I guess.
Yeah, that's
I.
weird. Like I'm almost 19.
You're 19?
What
Oh,
the
almost
hell?
19.
On my birthday's in September. I'm gonna be 19.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not even 18. Well, Bridget and I aren't even 18 yet.
Yeah, that's craziness. I turned 18 in September.
Huh.
It's September of '01 birthday.
Yeah. How are you holding up with quarantine, Dylan?
I mean, with work and whatever, I'm on my feet a lot. So I mean, I'm not really like
Good.
looking at my phone too much or I think that is a problem with a
Yeah,
lot
it
of people is
for sure.
because they're in like these four walls. All they got to do if they don't got a job, like their phone all the time. It's the same thing. It's like it'll like drive you insane.
Yeah, for sure. No, I didn't have well, I'm lucky to have a job now, or get the job now, but yeah, for a while, like when I first started, I wasn't working. So, yeah, that was kind of rough. Well, I mean, it wasn't rough, but it just like it's pretty
Yeah, like
boring, I guess. Yeah.
putting it into perspective in comparison to other people right now.
Right, right. I know
I'm
it's yeah,
definitely in a great spot, so I'm like, I might as well just go focus on that.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Like I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
Nothing's going negatively. So I mean, hey,
Good.
We're alive.
work a job.
Yep. Good. Good. Cool.
Definitely getting outside though at any point in time. Like that's so important.
Yeah, it is.
Did I
I know.
see you at my lane 2 weeks ago? Maybe. You ever walk at Mile Lane?
I drive through it when I'm like going to work.
You ever walk there?
Like I only like I'll like get on my bike and just ride around and mess around and like go through town. But maybe I've been on my bike through Mile Lane. I feel like I probably, but I mean, I started doing that because I mean, my I don't know. You probably remember me from 8th grade. Like I was pretty bigger, and then like last year, like early last year, I hit like 310 like pounds, but I was like I'm 6'2", so I mean like that's whatever. And then literally I just spent like the whole year and like the rest of the summer just like in the gym and like on the bike and like
Sweet. Nice.
messing around.
Hey.
It, like lost like 70 pounds. And I was like, dude, this
Oh
is
my
amazing.
god.
Wow, good for you, man.
That's crazy.
Like I mean, like if I saw you, like you would recognize me still, like of course, but
Oh yeah.
you'd be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like I walk in to like go like sign the papers for my boss today, just like do my W-4 and whatever. He's like, dude, what have you been eating? Like you gotta tell me your tricks.
What
He's
is
like,
the trick? Tell
he's
me.
like, whatever you lost, I get. I'm like,
I gained.
yeah.
Classic.
That's
I'm like,
funny.
dude. Yeah, like, yeah. I mean, there's not much of a trick other than like choosing the right things to put in your body.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like it's not even you don't like have to. What people do wrong is like I know that there's like eating disorders that are completely like mental, and
Right.
like those things are like I understand that because like I've seen like secondhand like experience like with that stuff. But I mean, like at the same time, if you're a person that's fortunate enough to not have that condition, you can consult like a nutritionist or something, or even like my mom had consulted a nutritionist, and like I listened to the tips and then chose what to eat based on that.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Cool.
Have you ever been to the Coastal Green Grocery?
Not that I know of. I mean, I feel like who knows what my parents like get food from. I mean, like obviously it's typical. Like they'll just pull up at like a Hannaford's like a market or something.
Well,
I haven't caught my mom at like a Whole Foods.
well, it's in downtown. It's just where I work. We got the goodest produce. All that
Well,
good
you
stuff.
get it
So
from my
organic,
work.
so-
You get your produce from my work.
Well, not all of it, so just corn. And we
Some of
also
it.
sell it.
Some of it.
Well, just the corn.
Whatever.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can get what you can get at this point.
We get our stuff from like Chelsea though.
Chelsea? Oh.
Yeah, like Chelsea has like this huge like distribution
Yeah.
area for like
So
grocery
Dylan, like
stores.
looking back on high school,
Yeah.
how did you feel about it?
Trying to get out of high school real quick.
Right. Yeah.
No, I mean, like, kind of, but not really. I mean, that's the thing is, like, you think so, and it ends right in front of you, and you're like,
Right.
like, I don't necessarily think that
Yeah.
I hated that as much as I thought.
Right. No, I mean like even like because of Corona or whatever, like I've had because I've always kind of been like high school whatever, like school and all that stuff. But I will say I do kind of miss it, well, especially now. But
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like,
yeah,
I don't miss AP Calc in that exam.
yeah, the
No.
exams, the tests, yeah, none of that.
Yeah, like I did this thing, like this program called like Pass. So I had all my credits pretty much to graduate, except for like one math class that I was taking at the time. So what they did is through this program, they let me enroll like classes at NECO, and then I took those classes and I'm transferring them toward my UML degree.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
that's
So
pretty cool.
I was like, dude, I will take that. And like I had been doing the dual enrollment program. I was getting credits already through high school,
Mm-hmm.
like for both. And then I just continued to go get the credits, but I would drive to the school and like be on campus.
Awesome.
So like I got like some experience at least like to some degree. I mean like it's pretty similar to high school there, but I mean like going to Lowell, like there's big lecture halls and whatever.
Yeah, it's a bit different. Yeah, that's cool though. Nice, good for you, man.
I recommend anybody that has that opportunity to do that.
Right. Yeah. No.
If you, I mean, like, it does cost like some money, but like you can get financial help.
Mm-hmm.
It's also probably more beneficial financially, like in the future. Like
Yeah,
it pays off. It's like
like
a investment for the future.
Yeah, it
like
definitely pays off. Yeah.
yes. Like they're more cost effective too, though, because you're paying less than you would at a 4-year university to take a similar class that will transfer over. Like if you're going to a school in state to save money anyway, if that's really your intention. So I mean, it all lines up.
Yeah.
It's very helpful.
Yeah. No, I bet that's a good. It sounds cool. That's cool. Oh, well, I guess Dylan, if you want to talk about, like, I know you've been doing some music. Like, how long have you been doing that for?
So that was maybe, I think, like like I had left in 8th grade, and I think in 8th grade, I forget if it was like, I think Miss Palance was the band teacher at that time,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't the guy that's there right now. I forget his name. I've been told his name, but she was talking to me because like I was leaving, and talking to her just to like say like goodbye and like thank you, and she was like, like you have a really like good ear for this stuff. Like if you like, I would just pursue like this extracurricular in an extracurricular fashion. And like for me, like in my house, my uncles are like very young. Like both of my uncles are still in their 30s. And like when I was a kid in like the early mid 2000s, like they would just listen to like mad like hip hop music and stuff like that. So like that's just what I learned to like. But I mean, I listen to everything else, but I learned to like that. So like maybe like I heard that from her, and like I love that type of music. So like freshman year, I just looked up on YouTube like how to mix and master, and like how to like quantize things in like Logic Pro and all that stuff, and I just
Yeah.
like try to teach myself.
Cool.
That's pretty cool. Do you
Sweet,
still
man.
play the clarinet?
I do. I play both. I play the big one and the small one. The big one is like a huge like saxophone like bass one.
That's pretty
I think it's that thing is like, it's so like it hurts my back. You have to like sit
Oh my God.
upright, and like you have to like it literally kills you. But I mean like I was just like, dude, I'm like bored as shit, and like I can just watch these videos, and then I just like was watching these videos and like taught myself, and then eventually like saved up enough money and like bought this machine that like does it all for you pretty much. It's a keyboard, and like it has like these pads on the top where you can take like an MP3 and like chop it up and like assign the different sounds to the like button, so you press the button and it makes the sound that you put.
Yeah. So you have one of those what do they call it?
It's
Like the boxes that have the I know
yeah,
what you're talking about.
they call
That's
it like a
cool.
beat pad, like or so
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
like
That's
I mean obviously there's different versions, but like a lot of people
right.
just shorthand call it like an MPC or like a beat pad or like a beat machine.
Yeah. The beat pad. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I've heard. B-pad.
That's sweet, dude. Yeah. I've always wanted to mess with one of those. I bet that's so fun.
It's fun like when you really like start to learn. You're like, okay, I'm connecting this to that. Like I know what I'm put this together.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah. Dude,
I
experimenting
understand.
must be awesome with all
The
that
only
stuff.
the thing that I found is hard is like when you try to record live instruments into it. It's harder because you can just
Yeah.
take any old file off YouTube and clean it up and like filter it through a bunch of stuff, like compress it, whatever you feel like doing. Get rid of like the old vinyl crackle and all that stuff, or you can keep it or whatever. Like when you record something live, like you actually have to touch it up.
Yeah. Like while you're doing, yeah.
Like you
Right.
have to teach yourself like what people do like in a big studio, which I mean, like, I still have no idea. I take a guess.
Hmm. Yeah, dude, that sounds so cool. Like experimenting with all that stuff. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's the thing with
Cool.
that's the thing with me and like making like music. yeah, ideally I'd love to sell it, but then I gotta pay somebody X amount of
Yeah,
dollars to clear this sample, and then
exactly.
be able to sell that to somebody, and then make maybe like a fraction off of whatever I made. Like that is, it's such like a layered pain in the ass. Much, and there's so many like different like middlemen. I'm like, dude, I might as well just what most people do that are independent. They make their own label, and then they do it that way.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people do. Cause yeah, they're either. Cause this is what happens. Like if they get, I don't know, maybe like one song like gets up there a little bit, then like they'll start getting calls and like the pressure of it, and then they'll just immediately sign, and then afterwards, if they keep blowing up, then it
Yeah,
becomes
like
problematic.
yeah, like most people definitely like most people that don't do that and avoid it and manage to like be patient are usually rewarded.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But then
You just
yeah,
gotta feel for
yeah,
what's going on. Yeah,
you got dudes like Russ though that like have to make it apparent that they do that and like they're cringe, and I'm like, dude, like at this point now I don't care because you've repeated it 70 times. Like you're not a bad dude or whatever, like, but like I don't prefer listening to your music and you repeat that you do everything on your own.
yeah,
But
yeah,
so do a lot of people. But at the same time, collaboration shouldn't be shied away to like have a big like superiority complex. Like I'm saying, like with people, like with this, like no, like, having a bunch of geniuses in the room teaches you more than just being by yourself. Usually, and much quicker.
yeah. Right.
That
Like if
money.
you're in a room with like Kanye, and like he knows a lot. He's a 43-year-old man. If
Yeah.
you're in a room with that man and you listen and you watch what he's doing, eventually you pick up something. He's
Right.
controversial maybe for his opinions, but at the end of the day,
Right.
what he's able to do is like unlike a lot of people.
It is for sure. Yeah, he
Like,
does. He does a lot and a lot of different things. He's
I love Kanye.
yeah. He
Hey, good morning, Kanye.
like if you can like literally like you start your career and like you're about to start your career, you're getting a huge jaws wired shut. You make a classic, sell a bunch of records, and then eventually keep climbing up, and then you hit the middle of your career, and then your mother dies, and then you literally just fly everybody out to Hawaii and make an album and make it your like magnum opus. That's not a lot of people have that resiliency.
I know. Yeah, he's definitely a unique guy for sure.
I mean,
I think I was just yeah yeah
definitely like having him like write on a cover like I'm bipolar, like it's awesome, like something to that extent. It's just like you know this person was like they're dedicated to what they do either way.
yes yeah yeah. No, he's very dedicated and yeah yeah dude. You just gotta like I guess in life you just gotta like find what you love and then stick to it and be dedicated to it and you'll get somewhere eventually. So
I mean, some people it happens automatically, and other people
yep,
they take decades to find whatever it
exactly.
is.
Yep,
It's
exactly.
so hard for me to not feel, well, not angry, but like, I can't believe, I cannot fathom being like, uh, oh, it sounds horrible saying, because like, obviously I come from a place of privilege, like, we're in Ipswich, like, rug, but like, there's kids that just like, are never have to work a day in their life. It's crazy because they're just born to it.
All right.
Like, the
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
gamble of life.
I mean, like for me, like from my personal experience, like when my parents had me, they were 21 and 25 respectively. So I mean, like my mom was not out of college yet, and my a job at a company that he had to like spend like a decade building up and like moving up the ranks and like making like eventually making enough money. But then like so like through that you learn values more so than those kids. So you kind of learn to like give them a break because you learn to understand their perspective and why they act the way that they do is because they've been handed pretty much
Oh
everything.
yeah. Oh no, definitely.
Like once you learn, you just kind of like instead of like being angry about it, then you just kind of like, well, I wasn't rich in this aspect, but I was rich in information and perspective.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of fun still anyway. Like you can, it's all up to your letting your brain have fun.
Imagination, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You
I
got
mean,
you
yeah, definitely you can't hate on anybody that like has a lot of money because at the end of the day, their parent or parents definitely did a lot to put them in that spot.
Oh
So they
yeah,
definitely
someone had to
earned what they got.
grind.
Like somebody earned what they have.
Yeah,
Someone
right.
had to grind.
It came from somewhere, right? Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I guess just stick to what you love and then eventually something good will come out of it, I guess. That's the way you gotta be.
It's the
Oh
way it is
yeah.
in the United States.
Yep. That's the way.
I mean, right now, I mean, like the United States might not feel so united, but in a way, I feel like there is some change being made.
Yes. Yep.
More genuine unity.
Definitely. Yep. Yep. Yeah.
And that's the thing with like graduating at this particular time with what you could describe as two major pandemics in our country. I mean, like
Hmm.
that's what's interesting is that like you can choose to focus on like what we can become capable of, or just focus on what's happening and like dwell on it. But like I feel like in the way like with the Black Lives Matter, like people aren't like dwelling on that. They're just looking at all these. It's not necessarily dwelling on it or like oversaturating the internet. It's more just this is what needs to be told because it's actually what's happening.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No,
But I mean, like with
there's
my
definitely a lot going on, and
yeah,
it can get hard to juggle all that stuff, but yeah.
but like with my like in the same vein, like when you're looking at it and you're looking at us graduating, like we have now, like we have the pressure, but we also like we're part of a generation, I guess, experience with like technology and like the information being spread through that. So like we really do have power that most generations just don't naturally
Right.
have or understand right away.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. I guess. Yeah, we're kind of moving along with the evolving world, I guess. So yeah, I agree.
It definitely feels good though to like see kids that are our age and like even young being able to like say something and have it resonate with a group of people.
Yeah.
Like it feels good to be looking at like contemporaries and like people our age and like they're doing these things and people are listening to them and like people are getting rightfully convicted for murdering people. Like there's video evidence now, like the fact that we can record a phone and talk. Like the power that we now hold is like something that like we're now unfortunately just like now starting to really pay attention to, but
Right.
at some like it has to happen at some point. It just can't it can't be not at all.
No, it was definitely inevitable, and yeah, there's a lot of change that needs to be done. So yeah, man, I agree.
I mean, like I've seen a lot of the points though. It's like the change is happening, but like can't let up with their foot on the gas. I mean, like
Right.
people have mentioned to me, like the Montgomery bus boycotts lasted like half of a year plus, and like Martin Luther King spent time in the church and then became a civil rights activist. Like that took a decade. Like that took years. These things don't happen overnight.
Exactly.
Get it?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we are speeding things up definitely through like you said, like being able to like share things on social media. Stuff spreads like wildfire, and like
Yeah.
everybody has a camera in their hands. Like we can capture anything, and people are getting really creative with finding ways to,
Yeah.
make sure justice is found.
Right.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I've had kids.
Hope in humanity. This
Of
is how
course.
to
Yeah.
act. Be good to other people.
Yeah. That's all we can do. Gotta be good to other people. But all right. We feeling good if we want to wrap?
Yeah, I'm good. I mean,
All right.
any closing statements?
Yeah. Go for it.
I mean, just like John is saying, like everybody's just you gotta really respect people, but also I can say that the most important thing for white people or people with anybody that isn't African American in this country right now that has a little bit more privilege and not as much systemic racism turned upon them. I mean, the number one thing you can do is just listen and gain information
Mm-hmm.
and educate yourself, because eventually educating yourself with the right information that's unbiased and that really tells the clear picture and the true story. I mean, like that's the most important thing.
Yeah. No, I agree. Bridget, got
Yeah.
anything?
I mean, obviously, same. You said it pretty well, but I mean,
Yeah.
I guess closing statement for the podcast would be, uh, keep signing the petitions, keep doing all this shit, like all the stuff that you can to like, I don't know, like work towards a better future, because we're like stuff's happening, stuff's moving. The people are being locked up. That are being locked up are getting locked up, and that's a really good thing.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of ways to support a cause. There's a YouTube video that you can watch that, Johnny, you should totally link it in the bio.
I will.
You should
Yeah. If you
totally
send
do
it
that.
to me.
Yeah. Yes. And you just watch it. You don't even have to really listen to music. And it's like the money that is earned from the video goes straight to the cause. So
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll definitely
that's a
plug that
good
then.
way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. That's my
Yeah.
closing.
All right. Well, it was great having you guys on. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks. Thanks everybody for listening. I guess that's how we're gonna end it. So,
Yeah.
I guess see.
Keep calling people.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you guys.
All right. Bye
Bye,
bye.
everybody.
Bye.